What do you make of this sort of racial wealth gap? It's certainly not just limited, I imagine, to the US, but how does one bridge it? What are the root causes, do you think?
I have no idea how one bridges it. No, I don't even know how McKinsey and Co. plan to spend $1 trillion just to maintain the gap as it is. What policies that involves, I'm not at all sure. Of course, the reparations arguments are going on, but it's very hard to see that ever politically getting very far. And even if it did, how that reparations would be managed to close the gap that is there, and as you point out, has been there for since the Civil War and later. And you're right, of course, this is not just an American problem, but it is a specific problem for African Americans, indeed.
Okay, so Rashan, what are your thoughts on that? How does one go about dealing with this situation? Is it, as the report puts and other reports have put, back to the slavery era, for example?
Yeah. So part of it is, as you mentioned, understanding the root causes. So yes, slavery is a big part of why the gap exists, but it's also then the land that slave owners had. And then it's the fact that individuals who didn't own land, and being more specific, whites who didn't own land, were able to take advantage of the Homestead Act. If people aren't familiar with that, they should look that up. What that allowed for individuals to do, essentially, it was like Wild Wild West movies in America, where people would head out west and could literally claim land oftentimes that had already been allocated to Native Americans and other groups. Part of what people have to also understand is that once slavery ended, African Americans were actually originally given reparations.